Hi, Mansi and John. Today is January 11th, 2006. We are maybe 10 days, or not even 10 days, to your wedding, and I cannot tell you how happy I am. Today is a big day for me. Anu would turn today 88 years old. Shut up. So I lit a candle for her. And thought of her. You told me that the only present you want from me is a cookbook. I was thinking about it, and you know, me and papers don't work well together. So one day as I was driving, this idea came to my mind that this will be the best gift for you. Maybe not now, but down 30 years when I won't be here anymore, I will be cooking with you. Cooking with you in your kitchen. Very exhausting. Anyway, so I don't know if it will be ready for your wedding, but I will give it to you later on, okay? So we'll start with hors d'oeuvres or appetizers, and you don't like it? And then we'll go to soups, main course, desserts, okay? So I will start, I think, with Russian eggs, ruské vajíčka. Okay, John, are you listening? Ruské vajíčka. You need 2 pots to start with. In one you will boil eggs, that they are nice and hard. In the other one, let the water boil, put a little bit of salt, 1, 2, 3. That's actually how I want to call this cookbook. 1, 2, 3 Dunda's cookbook. Anyway, so a pot of boiling water with salt. When the water will be boiling, you put mixed vegetables, carrots, corn, beans, and green pea. Just maybe for a minute. In the meantime, the eggs are cooking, and maybe, 10 minutes of boiling the eggs. In a flat plate, nice big serving plate, put the cooked veggies mixed with a little bit of mayo and sour cream. Just make it nice and slippery. Put it nice and flat, and on top of it put the hard-boiled eggs cut in half, and then make it in a cup, in a coffee cup or so, mixture of mayo, sour cream, and milk. But the milk you have to add just by drop, otherwise it will be very lumpy. So start with little, like a teaspoon, and then another teaspoon, and another teaspoon, and it will become more liquidy. Then cover the whole tray with this liquid, and on top you can put either a little bit of pepper and red paprika. Just make it nice and colorful, put it in a fridge overnight, and next day serve it with a nice French bread, and or you can decorate the tray with pickles and salami and ham and so on. A little bit of parsley, make it nice and colorful, and bon appetit. Enjoy. Okay, here I come again with the second recipe for appetizers, talking about eggs. So we stayed with eggs. We'll do devil's eggs. You know my newest trick, Mansi? You can boil red beets in a pot for a long time. You can use them for something else. You know, I will come to this recipe later on. And boil eggs again in a nice big pot. Then make them cool, peel the eggs and drop them in that red liquid for, I don't know, 10-15 minutes. And they will come beautiful pink or sort of purplish pink. When they will be nice and colorful, take them out, cut them in half, put them on a nice tray again. Either you can line the plate with green lettuce, so the pink color will stand out really, really well. Take the egg yolk out and mix it with a little bit of butter, little bit of mustard, mayo, and that's it. Just make a nice, like not lumpy mass. And when this is done, again, salt and pepper, and put it back in those empty eggs, and voila. You can decorate again with color, either paprika and pepper, that's the cheapest and effective. If you really want to be fancy, you can buy yourself red and black caviar and put a few little eggs on each, different colors, and there you go. You can serve this with cold white wine, and again, either crackers or French bread. Okie dokie. Next recipe. Do you remember the spinach squares? Didn't make them for a long time, but they are delicious and easy to make ahead of time. You can freeze them or just keep them in a fridge for a couple of days, and when you need to serve them, either you can heat them up in an oven or in a microwave. Okay, so here we go. You need a big bag of spinach. You need a big brick of Havarti cheese. You need bacon. You need eggs, little bit of flour, I don't know, 2-3 tablespoons of flour, and a little bit of milk. You start with bacon, cut it on little pieces, and fry it. After the bacon is done, all the fluid, the grease goes away, and you just have nice crispy bacon. In your mixer, in the meantime, you can mix the cheese, the milk, the eggs, the flour, and of course I forgot that you need lots of garlic. So you will get such a white, sticky mass, and mix it with the spinach, and you can either put the bacon in the whole thing or just on top of it. Make it maybe, I would say, 1.5 centimeters high, and the pan where you will be baking it, you should put a little bit of oil and flour. Make it nice, sort of cover that the mass will not stick to it. Okay, so a little bit of oil, flour, just make it not thick, just like cover the surface, and then the whole thing, the spinach, the cheese, the eggs, the garlic, and so on, put nicely and bake it. I don't know, 375 for half an hour or so. Just check it. You will see if it's baked or it's still raw. Let it cool and cut it on little squares, put it on a tray, and bingo, in a fridge. And you will have nice spinach squares. Again, this goes well with white wine, okay? So enjoy. Next recipe, the new one that it's really nice and effective. Again, you can do ahead of time. The dates that I made, do you remember? Buy big dates. What you have, so you need dates, you need bacon, and you need hard Parmesan cheese. Okay, so you have to take the pits out from that date, and it's nice to do it maybe with a toothpick or a very pointy knife. So out, and instead of the pit, you cut the Parmesan cheese, nice and hard one, in little sort of noodles, stick it in, wrap the date in that bacon. You will have, I don't know how many, maybe 15-20 pieces. Bake it and serve it. Delicious. We tried it. Do you remember? It was, I think, I don't know what was the occasion. I think Thanksgiving. Okay? Next one is, just smoked salmon, French bread, little bit of cream cheese. Cut yourself 2 big onions in little thin slices, and the bread with the cream cheese, dip in that onion, put the salmon on top of it, little bit of lemon, you can put capers there as well, and serve. Easy and very effective. That one I don't like to do much ahead of time because that bread gets very soggy after a while. Okay, Szwąciki? Next one is ziemniakowe placki. That's a nice hors d'oeuvre as well, if you make them this size, okay? So you need, I don't know how many potatoes, let's say 10 or 12 big potatoes. I like to cook with Yukon Gold. Peel them and grate them, nice and on little, not on a big grind, just little, nice and smooth. Put there a little bit of breadcrumbs, I don't know, 1, 2, 3 breadcrumbs, salt and pepper, and garlic. Make yourself a nice hot oil and bake them. I mean, not bake them, yeah, whatever. Okay, so we will have ziemniakowe placki, excellent little hors d'oeuvre as well. Next little hors d'oeuvre is as well very easy. You buy yourself a nice ham, thin sliced, put cream cheese on it, and buy yourself either pickled asparagus. At Costco they are cheap, because at normal store the can is small and not too much in it. Pickled, okay, not just regular asparagus, pickled asparagus, and put it on a ham with cream cheese, roll it, and put it on a plate. And again, next one, ham, cream cheese, pickled asparagus, roll it, put it there. Make a nice big roll and enjoy. Easy, and people love it, okay? I'm quite sure you know the pumpernickel bread with a spinach dip. So you just keep the shelf of the bread, mix 1 container of sour cream, buy yourself a chicken vegetable soup, remove the noodles, and spinach. You can buy fresh, but frozen little cubes. I think 2 are good, or 1 even is good. So sour cream, the bouillon chicken soup with vegetables, and spinach. Mix it and ready to go. You can add garlic. Spinach and garlic is always very good. And don't forget that spinach is very easy absorbed in your body with dairy products, because the iron in spinach is very hard to digest. So always when you have spinach, try to have a dairy product that it breaks in your tummy easy and body can enjoy it. Okay? I cannot think of anything else in Slovak anymore. The rest of it, there are lots of good cookbooks and so on that you can follow. So we'll do now soups. The basic soup is chicken noodle soup. And remember, it's an aspirin. They say it's a Jewish aspirin. When you have colds or tummy ache or so, this will always help you. So you need chicken, either breast or legs or half or quarter of the chicken, whatever. Put it in a cold water and let it boil. At the top you will have sort of like a foam or so that slowly remove. Otherwise, if you leave it there and you will mix it, the soup will be sort of milky. If you let it nice and easy just to cook and remove that foam, the soup will be clear. You can add carrots, parsley roots, kohlrabi, you can put kale, lots of parsley, leek, onion, and chicken bouillon. Either you buy in squares or the liquid, salt and pepper, and again, fantastic meal for you and John and for your children to be as well. Cook nice thin noodles and serve. Next one, we'll make cabbage soup, kapustowa polievka. Okay, tak next soup, ďalšia polievka will be cabbage soup, kapustová polievka. What you need is, it's never enough when I make even 10 liters of that soup. So for you two, I would say buy 2 cans of sauerkraut or 2 glass containers. I prefer the glass container because it's cleaner. I don't like the cans, and they say that cans are not good. The food from the cans are not good for you because it's lined with aluminum and might cause Alzheimer, and we don't want that. So 2 glass containers of cabbage, put in a big pot, cut good European sausages, okay? Čabajská klobasa, čabaj, that's a Hungarian, Polish kolbasa on little pieces, put that in, put, I would say maybe 3-4 potatoes, peel them, again, Yukon Gold, and cut them on little cubes, mushrooms. The best mushrooms for that is dry mushrooms. They are expensive, but that's what makes the soup so delicious. And 1 little can of tomato paste. So again, cabbage, sauerkraut. The best one is sometimes to go to European deli and buy it from the barrel. They will put it in a plastic bag for you and you can take it home. So sauerkraut, lots of good sausages, mushroom, either fresh and dry, 3-4 potatoes, and tomato paste, and add a little bit of water. Cook it good hour, nice and slow. And if you would like to serve it, it's good when you cook it 2 or 3 days ahead of time. Cabbage is good when it sits or it's heated. Next day it's even better. You can serve it with sour cream. Okay? I hope I didn't forget anything because I don't want to spoil the recipe. But I think it's okie dokie. Okay? Enjoy. Very good soup and easy, especially in the winter. Tastes so good. You buy dry green peas. Cook them in lots of water, again for a long time, until they get mushy, like mashed potatoes or so. Add salt, pepper, and garlic, and you have a fantastic meal with a little bit of sausage or whatever, piece of bread. It's a nice, good protein meal. So green peas, cook in water, salt, pepper, garlic, and that's it. Enjoy. Next one, I don't make it too often, or maybe last few years when you were not around you didn't taste it, but gazpacho. In the summer it's good to eat cold. So you buy what you need is extra spicy clamato juice or tomato juice, half and half. You can mix dry. You will see which one you will prefer the best. And then you put English cucumber cut on very small pieces, celery, very small pieces, green red peppers, parsley, spice it, and again, nice soup that can sit in a fridge for a couple of days and serve with a little bit of sour cream. So gazpacho, tomatoes, tomato juice and clamato juice, all kinds of vegetables cut in very small pieces, parsley as well, and sour cream on top. Very nice, easy. Hi, it's me again. I was just pausing for a while, thinking about something different, and you can try leek soup as well. Very nice. Buy yourself a bunch of leeks, 3-4 potatoes, little bit of butter, 1 big onion, and that's it. So on a very slow heat, melt the butter, put the onion there, cut the leek, wash it very, very well. Put water in a sink and cut the leek on halves and wash it. There is lots of sand in between the leaves. And put it in the pot where the onions are already cooking with a little bit of butter. Cut 3-4 potatoes. Add water, maybe, I don't know, 3 cups or 2 cups of water, a little bit of chicken bouillon, either in a liquid or a square, salt and pepper, and either you can eat it in pieces like it is, or put a blender inside, you know, the hand blender, or if you have a nice glass container where you can put the whole thing, and you have leek soup. When you will serve it on a plate, you can add a little bit of cream, 10% or 10% is good, in the middle, and with a tablespoon just make nice lines like it's sun. So you'll have a green soup with a white middle and a little bit of like sunshine, artistic work. People will enjoy it. So here is the leek soup, okay? Next soup is cauliflower soup. Same thing, either butter or oil, or you can mix half and half. Big onion, and then carrots, potatoes, cauliflower, and a little bit of celery. Cook it nicely for half an hour. Chicken bouillon, salt and pepper, and mix it. Make it like cream of cauliflower. You can add to this soup as well cream if you wish. Of course, adds more calories, which we don't need. And there you have cauliflower soup. You can do the same thing with broccoli. You can do the same thing with only carrots and potatoes. Start with the onion, lots of carrots, 2-3 potatoes, and to the potatoes is very, very nice if you add a little bit of ginger. Okay? Kunstadt is looking at me and now I'm shy.
Very good.
Good goulash soup is with beef you need 3 or 4 big onions cut in nice little thin slices. Fry it a little bit. I like when I start, let's say, cooking with onion and oil, when the onion is already transparent, whatever, prijesvitna, add half a cup of water and cook the onion for 2-3 minutes like that. In the meantime, you can cut 1 pound of beef cubes, or buy cubes, beef cubes, put in a pot, potatoes, again celery, carrots, and water. Cook it with lots of pepper and salt, and beef bouillon. You have a good hearty winter soup. You can add chickpeas, you can add red beans. Fantasy can go forever. Okay? I think enough of soups. Let's go to the main course, okay? I will start with your favorite and John's favorite, strapački. If you want to make a shortcut, which is very easy, and 1, 2, 3, you can have it on a table, buy yourself those potatoes gnocchi. You know which ones they are. You can have those gnocchis with chicken paprikas as well. So you boil those potatoes gnocchis in one pot. In the other one, cut bacon, again cut on small slices, in small slices. The fat goes away. You just keep the nice crispy bacon. In a glass container, you mix cream cheese, sour cream, and cheddar, which is grated. When you put the hot gnocchis on that cheese mixture and the bacon, voila. There you have brinzové halušky, your favorite one. Okay, easy. 3 cheeses, old cheddar, white, cream cheese, sour cream, bacon, and those egg gnocchis. If you want, not egg, potatoes gnocchis. If you really want to be creative, you have maybe 8, 9 potatoes peeled and you have to make them like semjakove placki. Put eggs, 2 eggs, and lots of flour. Make it nice and thick, like a cement. And in a big pot, boil water with salt. Put that potato mixture on your cooking cutting board, and with a tablespoon just make those gnocchis in a boiling water. Delicious. You already know chicken paprikas, so I will just go quickly over it. Again, onion, oil, let's fry it, and put, once that onion is fried, half a cup of water and boil it for 2-3 minutes. Then add chicken legs, chicken whatever, breast in that liquid, mushrooms, either fresh or dry or both. The dry mushrooms tastes very, very yummy in any meal. Red paprika, salt and pepper, little bit of water, and cook it on a nice low heat, maybe for half an hour, 40 minutes, and you have a good meal. You can eat it with rice, potatoes, or those potato gnocchi. Okay, here we have another customer, Pitska Chichka. Mitska Chichka. Let's cook schnitzels. You know how to make schnitzels, just quick recipe. Flour, eggs, breadcrumbs. In eggs you can add a little bit of milk, salt and pepper. And when you do chicken breast, you can go straight to cover the meat. But if you have pork, you have to make it a little bit thin, nice and thin and big. So we go flour, eggs, breadcrumbs, buy your nice oil, you know, olive oil is always the best, and make them nice sort of pinkish beige. And that's it. You can do the same thing with fish. Fish tastes very good. Chips and fish is nice as well. Next recipe will be stuffed peppers, okay? For stuffed peppers and cabbage rolls is the same thing. Ociu, jeśli chcesz nieco powiedzieć? You want to say, hi Manzi, hi John, congratulations to your wedding. And say hi to Susie. Susie, yes. Bakani Havik, huh? Anyway, so for cabbage rolls and stuffed peppers is the meat the same thing, okay? So you buy yourself ground meat. I prefer a little bit of beef and a little bit of pork. Mix it, half and half. Make a little bit of rice, cook it only halfway, and then in that meat put onion, garlic, salt, pepper, and that halfway cooked rice. Mix it and let it sit. In the meantime, in a pot, put liquid and a big tomato paste, cut celery sticks, I don't know, maybe 8-9 celery sticks, and let it boil. You need to put sugar and salt. And do you remember at Christmas time, John, how I showed you 1, 2, 3? That's how much? I don't know, maybe 3 tablespoons or so. Wash green peppers, either the Cuban peppers or the big ones, the chubby ones, the dark green. Cut the top and stuff the meat nicely in the pepper. Put it in that red nice sauce and cook it. So easy. Tomato paste and water, cut celery sticks, salt and sugar. And the meat, like I said, onion, garlic, rice, salt and pepper. Same thing for cabbage rolls, okay? I will let Mitzi go now. She didn't want to leave, so she's still here. So for cabbage rolls, you need 1 big head of cabbage. You need 1 or 2 glass containers of sour cream, sauerkraut, and that mass of meat with rice, onion and garlic. So, okay, bye. Shoop. And I'm full of white hair now. You boil the head of cabbage for, I don't know, maybe 15-20 minutes, that the leaves get softer, not overcooked, just softer, and then cut the leaves of that main stem and put the meat mixture inside, little much, like so much. Roll it here first, then the sides 1, 2, and roll it 3, tie it with a thread, black one, because the white one will get the color of that red sauce and people will not see it. They might choke or whatever. So black thread, tie it nicely that the cabbage will stay in a perfect shape. And if you have only, let's say, 10 leaves and still lots of meat left, you can just make little balls and put it in that mixture. And you put cabbage meat, cabbage, And at the end you can cut even the rest of the head on nice little slices, noodles, and the whole thing put over extra spicy clamato juice. Extra spicy clamato juice, okay? That's it. Perfect. Maybe a little bit of sugar at the end. You will taste it and you will see. Okay? Simple. Good. Again, you can have it for 2-3 meals and it tastes better and better as the cabbage gets older. Next one, we can try francuskie ziemniaki. John doesn't like it very much because he doesn't like the texture of of eggs, but I have it in my repertoire, so I will tell you. Boil eggs, yes, I don't know how many, half a dozen, 8, whatever. Few big potatoes with the skin, cook it. Once everything is done, peel the potatoes, peel the eggs, and cut sausages, cabbage, Polish sausage on nice thin slices, and go potatoes, eggs, sausage, potatoes, eggs, sausage, potatoes, salt and pepper in the meantime, of course, and then sauerkraut. Again, you start the sauerkraut with a little bit of milk, more milk, make it liquidy, and then just cover the whole thing with that mixture. Put few pieces of butter and bake it. Very, very yummy. Good for the children and good for the football player. I know you don't like it, but you can skip the eggs maybe and just do potatoes and sausage. Now let's talk about potato salad. I have 2 recipes, a quick one, short one. Boil potatoes in a skin, cool them overnight or outside on a balcony, just make them cold, cut them on little pieces, and cut green onions, lots, and cucumber salad dressing, and that's it. Perfect salad. Potatoes, salad dressing, salt, not even salt because the dressing is salty enough, and a pepper. Done. The other one is, again, boiled potatoes in a skin, cool them off, peel them, cut them, and then put 1 big onion cut on thin little pieces. You can add green peas and carrots, either frozen or from the can, and pickles. Cut in half and make nice thin slices, and then a little bit of mustard, mayo, and little bit of this juice from those pickles mixed together and put it on that salad. So very, very yummy. Potatoes, onions, mixed vegetables, mayo, mustard, and the water, the liquid from pickles. Delicious potato salad. Rice, basic rice. Fry onion. Once it's done, put the rice, make it a little bit sort of brownish. Don't burn it, just make it brown. Add water, chicken bouillon, mushroom, vegetables. You can put even this barbecue sauce. Do you remember? Mansi Diana I used to put there, and make it brown, make it white. Any rice is delicious with any meals, especially even with chicken paprikash. Okay, so rice with either carrots or mushrooms, barbecue sauce, anything. Perfect. For Thanksgiving, that's I think the only time I make turkey is at Thanksgiving. And don't forget, we came to this country on the 8th of October 1968. It was Thanksgiving, and since then Canada is not the same. We came here and we are very, very, very thankful for a good life this country is providing us. And here you are, 3 lovely children born in this country. Okay, so turkey, the stuffing, how I make. Fry onion, cut again on thin slices. Add there celery, mushrooms. I do put liver in it. You don't know about it, but I do. The liver that comes with the turkey, just mash it and fry it in that. Put lots of oregano, marjoram, or whatever how you pronounce it, marjoram, salt and pepper. Okay, fry it, let it cool, and when you are able to touch it, put it in a big bowl. There, in the meantime, you soaked white bread or buns. Make them wet with water, squeeze the water out, and add 2 eggs and that whole mixture of vegetables, liver and onion, mushrooms, and mix it. Majoran and oregano, okay? Pepper, salt, maybe you can add a little bit of garlic as well. Mix it well, stuff the turkey and cover it. Often I do it that I put the turkey breast down because it will be soaking in that liquid that will happen over the time of cooking. And put again majoran on top, a little bit of water that the turkey sits, it doesn't burn. You can add a little bit of butter, cover it, and in 3-4 hours you have a wonderful, wonderful meal. Next day you can either heat it up or have lovely sandwiches when you will go to school, teach those bad children. With turkey goes very well the red cabbage that everybody loves so much. So cut the cabbage, fry onion. Once the onion is done, add a little bit of water, cook it for 2-3 minutes, and then put the red cabbage sliced and let it just cook. Cover it, and I add sometimes 1 apple. Do you remember? You said you don't like it. It's okay. Salt, pepper, apple, and a little bit of sugar and balsamic vinegar or regular vinegar. Make it sort of sweet and sour and beautiful. Red cabbage with schnitzels, with turkey, or with anything. We will have it at your wedding, so it must be good. Anyway, I'm talking here for so long, I'm tired of it. Tomorrow is Thursday. My Shmunzi Punzi is coming, so I will tape 1 recipe with her. She is now 20 months old, and it will be fun to have her on a tape, and in a couple of years we will look at it. I went today to the dressmaker. My dress is starting to look lovely. Tomorrow I have to go for 1 more fitting. Olivia's coat is here already, fixed, ready to go. So talk to you tomorrow and enjoy. Bye. Hi Manzi, today is January 12th, Thursday, my Shmunzi Punzi day. Come, look, say hi, show. We made a bed for Blanca. Blanca, baby. No? Here's Eric. Hi, Eric. Yay. Say, show him how you can call Papa Pete. Shizzy. Say, Shizzy. Shizzy. Okay.
Right here.
Hi Manzi, this is me again. It's Friday. January 13th evening. I wanted to finish this project tonight, but I won't be able. Joseph just called that he's coming to visit us. So Peter went to get him to the train station, and I'm here cooking. Maybe you can smell it. Segedinsky goulash. Yummy, yummy. And have to make his bed and so on. So I won't be doing it. I just came from a Jask, got a haircut, a little bit too much. I didn't want to have such a short hair, but you know, they always do whatever they want. And that's it. So I have all kinds of recipes in my head. I forgot to add at the fish, at the soup part of fish soup. I will add that, and I have appetizer hors d'oeuvre hummus, didn't tell you, and so on. I have lecho and so on. We'll continue maybe tomorrow during the day. Okay, Mansi and John. Hi, Mansi and John. This is me again. January 16. It's 10 o'clock. Too late to call you. I wanted to chat with you and just see how things are. Again, we are now 4 days to the wedding. From this end, we are doing very well. And the forecast for Saturday is +1. So we don't even need coats. It will be so warm. Anyway, here I continue my recipe book, okay? Forgot to tell you recipe for hummus. So you need can of chickpeas, little bit of olive oil, just 1, 2, not 3 this time, just 1, 2, garlic, salt and pepper, and squeeze 1 lemon or lemon and a half, depends how big it is. Do it with a blender, and when this is done, taste it, salt, pepper, garlic, oil and lemon. Cut big bunch of celery leaves and cut them nice tight. Mix it and serve it either with veggies or just chips. So there goes hummus, okay? 1 fish soup, I forgot to tell you. Again, start with saute a little bit of 1 onion, add carrots, celery, tomatoes, you can do potatoes, and fry it. Add maybe 1 liter or 2 liters of water, depends how much soup and for how many people you are cooking. And then add shrimps, scallops, salmon, any kind of fish with celery, potatoes, carrots. You can put asparagus, you can put green beans, you can put tomatoes, peppers, whatever, oregano, garlic, salt, pepper, and let it cook, okay? And then, you know, Madzi zapraszka, Shannon knows zapraszka. On a frying pan you put olive oil, flour and red paprika. Slowly fry it, and then when the soup is boiling and the zapraszka is nice and brown, put it in a fish soup, in any soup or whatever. If you want to make any stew a little bit thicker, you can do it that way, okay? So put this in a fish soup, and you can add a little bit of white wine if you wish, or you can whatever, then just taste it and see how good it is, okay? So again, onion with olive oil, carrots, potatoes, celery, any kind of vegetable you have, a little bit fry it, put water on it, add all kinds of good fish, oregano, garlic, and cook it. Zapraszka, put it together, there you go, with a little bit of white wine in it. Fine, you don't have to do it, okay? So that's fish soup. Then lecho. Again, big onion, slice it, fry it, cut nice ripe tomatoes and peppers, mix it all together, and towards the end you can cut parki or any kind of sausage, put it in lecho, and there you have it, the rice. Very nice quick meal. Okay, so onion, peppers, paradaiki, I'm tired, I guess the words are not coming, tomatoes, sausage, and go. Perfect. Okay, I don't know what I already told you there, but I think most of my Slovak recipes are done. Maybe I will go to the desserts. Okay, so my very easy recipe is a trifle by fire alarm, Eric, my dear Eric. Anyway, you whip whipping cream, either vanilla pudding cooked, I like them when they are cooked, or instant, you can make a shortcut, vanilla or chocolate. You need those Italian cookies, biscotti, and any kind of fruits, either raspberries, strawberries, peaches, cherries, any kind of fruits. So you go, those cookies at the bottom, whipping cream, pudding, fruits, and you can put a little bit of any kind of alcohol. Rum is nice and tasty, so it's good, or Grand Marnier or anything. Okay, and again, cookies, whipping cream, pudding, fruits, and I think at the end you will just put whipping cream, and again alcohol in it, or chocolate in between, big chunks of chocolate, or just let your imagination go. Make it day before your guest will arrive, and it will be just perfect, yummy. Okay, kremesh, you start with the dough, the pastry, cut it in half, that brick, room temperature, and just make it as big as your pan is. Put it upside down, not inside, you know, you saw me doing 150 times. Push few holes with the fork, because that dough has a tendency to be very bubbly, and you want it as flat as possible. And so that goes in the oven. In the meantime, you whip cream and instant vanilla pudding, 2 bags, the 2 big bags of instant vanilla pudding. Mix it together, put it in a fridge. In the meantime, the first dough is ready. You can vyvalkať to druhé, you know, put it on a pan, šup in the oven, and there is your kremesh. Very easy and very, very showy. Okay, you will have very big success with that. Next one is pishinger. Do you know pishinger? You have to buy that waffle in European delis, because I don't know where else would you get it. Nutella and a little bit of melted butter. Mix it together, and 1 layer, 2 layers, 3 layers, 4 layers, 5 layers. Cut it in little pieces, and again, beautiful dessert that everybody likes and so easy to make. The best is when it's fresh, just same as kremesh, because it will be easy to cut and will be crisp. One more is babovka, you know, my basic recipe for fruit cake, or for the one piece, the round one, coffee cake, and it is 2 cups of flour, okay, 2 cups of flour, 1 cup of sugar, half a cup of oil, and half a cup of milk. 4 eggs and a little bit of baking powder. Just baking powder, not baking soda. Okay, mix it together and you decide in what kind of shape you want to bake. Always you have to put oil on the surface of your baking dish and cover it with flour. Just go like that. The flour that didn't stick to the pan, just chuck it. And then let's say you will make it flat. So flat, put peaches there, and then you can make a mixture: sugar, flour and butter. Make little crumbs, put it on top of it and bake it. Very simple recipe. Peter just came from skiing, so I have to stop it. Okay? Okay, that's for today. Cooking sa ci dobre widno na to, czy nie? Yeah? Taping? Is the red light on?
Yeah.
Okay, it's 10:20 and I will say good night. Continue one more night and it will be done. Okay, so talk to you tomorrow. Bye. Hello kids, it is September 21st 2006. It's a Thursday, my regular day to have Oli, punzi shmunzi, but Jenny left for Napanee because Maria had a baby 2 weeks ago and things are not going as smooth as they should. The baby lost already 2 pounds and so on, and Jenny is an experienced, good mom, so went to help. Anyway, I apologize that this tape and this cookbook, 1, 2, 3 cookbook, took me so long, but things, I don't know, I didn't have the tape, the camera and this and that, so it will be done today, September 21st, 2006. In the meantime, many things changed here. We know that Mansi and John are expecting a little baby end of March, beginning of April, and we are also very much excited, and I'm looking at that little ultrasound picture almost every day and just trying to figure it out how the baby looks and just loving it already, and the baby is only 12 centimeters big. Here is Tiggy. Good Chichi. She wants to run away. Doesn't like, I guess, camera. Are you camera shy? In the meantime, we don't have Mitzi anymore. Left us 2.5 months ago. When I came from Europe, she was not very well, so I put her down. I still miss her. Anyway, so we had a good summer here. Very nice weather. Everything was great except my health. Oops. There she goes. 1st of July, I went to visit Ancha, and this stupid taxi driver was not careful enough and put us in a car accident, and my shoulder, ouch, rotator cuff, needs a little bit of stitching. I'm on cortisone shot and now life is good. I can smile again. For 2.5 months I thought I lost my smile because it was unbearable how it was hurting me. Anyway, here is my cookbook, just a little closing speech. I left home when I was 20 years old, so I didn't have much cooking experience either, because Anu cooked most of the time. I was always sort of looking over her shoulder, but never did any cooking. So when I came here, and Peter was a young fellow, 25 years old, hungry and athletic, so food was very important on our table. And then came Eric, my Eric, don't forget, and he was an easy eater, didn't like any specialties, mashed potatoes and little hot dog and chicken, and so it was easy for him. Then 11 months later came my Bundy, and he was so lovely because he would eat and eat and eat anything. Always looked at Eric's plate. I had 2 high chairs side by side, and they were just adorable. Muncie, my Muncie, she had a bottle till she was, I think, 6 years old. So she was not eating as much because she was always full with her white water, milk and water, half and half. So, but yeah, she liked anything that was put on her plate and ate it. Those times when I had you at home were the best years of my life. You guys were the most important thing that I ever had. Loved you very much. So, hopefully these recipes you will pass on, and we'll have lots of fun around the table and thinking about me, how wonderful it was when you guys were here. I don't know if I finished the desserts, but just quick lesson. Palacinki, Muncie, is 2 eggs, flour, milk and water, half and half. Whip it and then make nice and thin palacinki with jam, apricot, strawberry, chocolate, cinnamon, nuts, fruits, endless variations, okay? Then Pishinger, you buy those waffles in European deli. 2/3 of Nutella, 1/3 of butter, make it nice and soft, mix it, and 1 layer, 2 layers, 3 layers, and that's it. I think I already talked about it. Kremesh, you buy Pillsbury puff pastry, sort of like a brick, cut it in half, make it a few hours outside so that it's nice and soft. Then whipping cream, and in the other bowl vanilla pudding. You put half of the amount of milk that it tells you. Let's say it tells you 2 cups, I think, or 3 cups. You put only 1.5 cups or so. Mix those 2 mixtures together, and in the meantime you are baking those doughs, and there you go. That's it. I hope that you will share this with other people and think of me, how wonderful it was when you guys were at home. Those were the best years. Perfect. We have so many difficulties with this taping today. It's not going as smooth as we thought, but we are almost at the end. So, what else do you want me to tell you that you guys will laugh with my funny English and my accent and other things? Anyway, so let's finish it, and like I said, share the recipes with the rest of everybody, people, your friends, your Eric, Ronnie, Jenny. Enjoy, and if you need any questions, call me. I will gladly tell you, okay, what to do. And think of those funny moments when we were in Florida, Jenny, Muncie, Ollie and me, and I was teaching you how to cook, and the people who were next door, or I don't know, on a boat, they said, "You make us already hungry." And it was such a beautiful week that we spent together. Hopefully, when Muncie has this little baby, we can plan and make a trip together as I was always wanting it, okay? So, I think that's enough. I'm just dragging it here. It was my pleasure, and this was, I think, the easiest way for me. As you know, Muncie, that I cannot keep a paper from my kitchen to the dining room. I don't know how to put things together. I'm good in other things, but not writing, because me and John have not very good handwriting and we are not organized. Okay? I'm just kidding. So, all the best. It was my pleasure. Enjoy, and I love you all very, very much. Bye.